brand strategy is quite interesting. We are a high-tech company. We're an innovations company. But at the same time, we're using very modern tools to communicate our brand and product. Basically, in the past, you would have expected an automobile company to spend a lot of money in advertising. We've not spent any money in advertising. We use social networking, Facebook, Twitter, all of the social opportunities that are in the internet to communicate our product. Gesundheit. At the same time, we're offering an entirely different experience in that we create events where we have an opportunity to one-on-one exchange ideas about where the world's going and give people an opportunity like yourselves to drive the car. That's very important because we cannot expect everyone to believe what they read anymore, but we in fact offer everyone a chance to drive the car. So if you would like to, please let me know afterwards. And we want to make sure that we can leverage not only our own brand, but the fact that electric cars are real and are already here to push the entire industry to develop itself much more quickly. And we also want to be the most aspirational electric vehicle in the world, or in that case, vehicle in the world. You see, we have some selected partnerships. Maybe some of you know that we started off as a startup. Now we had gained the seed capital we required. We had then investments from others, including the Daimler AG from Germany. We also are now in the process of an IPO in the States. So very interesting times for us. We're developing our own Tesla-owned stores, like I mentioned before. I mentioned our media strategy. It's basically through editorial communications. We hand over the keys to the press, and they tell us what they think. We don't have a great number of cars in our fleet, but we're happy to hear everything that any editor has to say about our car, because we automatically put it into the next generation. We can really move the technology quickly forward. And in moving forward to mass-marketed EVs, it's a very interesting opportunity that the electric platform offers, because in the development of the Roadster, which is developed together with Lotus Engineering, we did develop it as a completely electric car. The Model S will be also developed by us completely in-house, all our components. Allows us for the first time ever to design a car purely based on safety requirements and design requirements, because the battery components are part of the bottom of the car, built into and engineered into the bottom of the car, are actually part of the safety structure of the car. And that allows us to have an entirely different concept of space inside the car. You have to imagine that the Model S will be about the size of a BMW 5 Series or an Audi A6, offering space in the front and the back for luggage, and tons of space in the interior of the car, low center of gravity, and a nice acceleration, 0 to 100 in under 6 seconds. And then we will also be supplying OEMs with our powertrains. Right now we supply Smart in the Daimler Group with our powertrains, and these cars are already on the streets. And we expect to very quickly be able to, based on this electric platform, a very straightforward electric platform, develop other alternatives, other variants to the Model S. So our distribution strategy is based on internet. We're building our own company-owned and operated stores in each of the countries where we're currently active. We have customers in over 23 countries in the world right now. How can we exactly do that? Well, each of these locations has a service center built into it, but at the same time, our service centers are completely mobile. That means, for the most part, any of the issues that happen, or 85% of the issues that happen with the car, we can diagnose the car through GSM, through telecommunications. We know what the issue is with the car, and then we send a tech to the home of the driver of the car, because the electric car is actually based in the home. And then, as we move forward, we'll be able to create more and more mobile service points and capture that many more customers exactly where they want to be, at home. We don't need to drive people through the showrooms anymore. And naturally, this is a bit of a challenge because the personnel that we require do not exist yet. So we're having to train these people from the bottom up. So these are some of the stores that you can see. Right now, this is the Monaco store, and the bottom right is the Munich store. So the challenges are this is what the car companies like you to see as a marketed car. It's totally sexy on the beach in California, but an electric car can also live in environments like this. This was in Vienna sometime one of the snowstorms this year. The reality that we have here is also proving the fact that electric cars can also live through these kinds of environments as well. It's not just California. We're at home, like I said, in 23 different countries. And we're proving every day that actually the bet on electric is no longer a bet. It's actually a very good investment. Now, what makes it very challenging for the industry to convert itself or to change very quickly in this direction is that, as you can see, a service center for an electric car is quite different. It's completely clean. There are no emissions. There's no oil. Basically, this is our service center in Munich. When we're done at the end of the day, we clean up and we turn it into an event location. We push the things to the side and turn on some lights and have some music and have a nice party. I think you know some of the technology, but it basically is our drivetrain technology that is the focus of our investors. The technology is actually leading the way, is the benchmark right now for the industry. It basically consists of the battery pack, not the cells. We're independent of the cells, but it consists of the battery pack, the power electronics module, which is basically the charger and inverter, as well as the motor and gearbox, and naturally all the controls and software that are part of that. Now, that's the interesting thing I heard this morning, having to do with solar panels and solar panel projects, solar PV projects, that the components come from different players. That's the same way it is as it is in the car industry. But actually, in this case, the drivetrain comes out of one hand. It comes out of Tesla Motors' hand. So in that sense, the components are completely integrated and working in a way that is very efficient. So like I mentioned before, just to give you an outlook of where we're going with our next step, and also the reasons that we're looking to move forward with an IPO, is to move forward into significant car projects, also in different segments of our own design. I think that 500 kilometers range and 45 minutes charge is also something very interesting. I don't know if Ralf Schumann wants to hear that anymore, but we expect that charging capability will be rapidly decreasing in time as the cell chemistries improve. And naturally, also, our battery pack is designed for swapping. So some of the platforms, that's basically our portfolio of products as of right now. With that, I want to just conclude sticking with our issue of the space race. Buzz Aldrin, a friend of Elon Musk, basically had a chance to meet him, and he said in a very interesting presentation, as he tried to explain why man had to go to the moon, and now why Elon is speaking with President Obama about going to Mars, is because as mankind we must explore or expire, and this goes for exploring ideas and exploring creative alternatives and finding partners in this race. And I think that that's very interesting. We must do this. Otherwise, we won't have a future for our mobility, and we must do it as quickly as possible. So I can say, with the green car downstairs, we should go green and go fast. That's it. Any questions?
Thank you very much. I'm sorry your speaking time has expired, but who wants to explore the car? How much time do you have for a test ride?
Well, I'll be around here till about 5 o'clock this afternoon. So if there are any questions,
so you are invited to take a ride in the green car outside.
Please. Thank you very much.